By now, most people are aware that the food they eat influences the way they feel. The realization that food can cause health problems is setting in, although people still do not understand the exact way this happens. The basic principle of the mechanics of our reality will help you to understand the relationship between the food and your thought and their impact on your health. When we look at things around us through the quantum understanding, we realize that everything is just energy in different states of vibration. This vibration is expressed as frequency, and our brain is programmed to manifest some of those frequencies as solid objects, liquids, gas, feelings, thoughts, and emotions. We know that we can change the frequency of the food by heating it. It is a disturbance of the original frequency, which can and usually does affect the frequency of our body. When frequency changes, so does the brain's interpretation of it, and we see those changes as physical, real changes, such as the differences in the smell, texture, and taste of cooked food, or symptoms of discomfort, pain, or swelling in our body. The same quantum principle applies when our emotions are in play. This is why, when we want to explain how stress affects our health, the quantum explanation is the closest to the basic core of existence, and this is why it can be understood the best. Every thought has its particular frequency. This frequency is interpreted by our brain in the same way as any other frequency for which our brain is programmed. And this is why we can express our thoughts through visualization. When you think about a dog, you can visualize the dog. You think about a disease, you can visualize that disease. When you think about a vacation, you can visualize that vacation. There are thoughts that you cannot visualize, pain, for example, but what you cannot visualize, you cannot experience as a part of your visual reality. What we call our reality is nothing more than our brain's visualization being projected through our eyes utilizing light. Our thoughts are made of the same frequencies, but they have not been projected through our eyes, so we do not experience them as our reality. Our organs resonate in particular frequencies, and they have their specific reasons for existence. For example, the skin is what envelopes our body and holds it as an integral structure. If a change of frequency occurs, this structure starts to show anomalies because our brain is programmed to present the changes in the frequency in a particular way. Our brain is producing and interpreting those changes and visualizes them. When projected, they become part of our reality. What is stress? Stress is an emotion caused by an intense experience. When we hold on to this emotion, we trap the energy. Every time we think, we transmit those frequencies. The transmission uses a lot of energy, but what is more important is the fact that our mind cannot focus on multiple frequencies at the same time. Our mind is what we call the consciousness, and the brain's interpretation and calculation we call our subconsciousness. Our consciousness is what forces the brain to produce the frequencies that are on our mind, and by doing so, the brain becomes stimulated to project particular images that trap the energy in those particular frequencies. If your thoughts are disturbing, so will be disturbed the frequencies your brain produces. For example, you are an honest person, but you lied to your friend and she got hurt because of it. Now you feel bad. Your integrity is affected. You cannot get it out of your mind, so those bad frequencies are constantly radiating from your brain. As an envelope, the skin represents the integrity of your body, so the constant presence of a bad feeling of your integrity now starts to affect the frequency of your skin, and your brain manifests it as skin damage, inflammation, dryness, stiffness. Every emotion has its particular frequency, which corresponds with the frequency of some organ of your body. Another example is when someone you respect does something that offends you, and you do not want to argue, but you feel bad about it. When you hold the emotion in without expressing it, but it is making you feel bad, and it is constantly on your mind. This is an emotion of trapped anger. The anger was not dealt with, it was not digested, so this emotion starts to interfere with your digestive system, affecting your stomach or your intestines. As you can see, energy in various frequencies is processed by the brain, and they relate one to another. So it does not matter at all if the brain manifests them as your visual reality, or if your mind stimulates the brain to just vibrate with those energies. Your physical body will be affected in the same way. Your thoughts expressed through your emotions will do the same damage as the wrong food.